Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today you're going to see everything I prepped this week to help me stay on track. This week's theme is simple. If you like simple meal prep videos or just meal prep videos in general, please give me a thumbs up and comment down below. It really helps out my channel when you guys do that. And while you're down there, please subscribe if you have not already done so and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. So let's get into today's meal prep. So starting out, I am going to be testing out my first keto cookie recipe. I have not made cookies yet since I've been on keto, so I was excited to try these. I've tried a few different variations of this recipe, and this is the one that I like the most. So I'm going to be making some nut butter cookies. So we're going to start off with combining our dry ingredients. I still need to get a sifter for my almond flour. I heard that makes things so much better when you're baking, so I need to remember to pick one of those up. It's just a matter of I keep forgetting. So in my bowl, I am combining 1 cup of almond flour, 3 tablespoons of coconut flour, 1/4 teaspoon of xantham gum, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 cup of sweetener. So I'm using the Lakanto golden sweetener. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a good stir and set it aside. Now, I know there's recipes out there for peanut butter cookies that are only like 3 ingredients and 4 ingredients, and I do plan on trying those one day, but I just wanted to do something that was more of a cookie recipe that I've tried in the past, and I just kind of swapped out keto ingredients. So I will definitely be trying some of those 3 and 4 ingredient peanut butter cookies coming up very soon, and I'll let you guys know what I think between the two. So for your wet ingredients, you're going to need 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1/4 cup of nut butter of your choice. I'm using this mixed nut butter from Costco. It has pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, cashews, almonds. You guys, this stuff is amazing. You also need 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 egg. I will have the recipe all written out down below, by the way. So whisk that together really well, and then it's time to combine your wet and dry ingredients. So I'm just going to put those together, and it is kind of a hard dough to mix together, so just have to keep working with it. So make sure they get all combined really well, and you have everything all mixed in. And then I'm adding in chocolate chips. This is definitely optional, but I just wanted a peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. So I'm using the Lily's semi-sweet chocolate chips, and I really like these, you guys. I have not tried these until I made this recipe, and these are really good chocolate chips. I used 56 grams. Now, you could definitely get away with using less. I was, again, playing around with the recipe, so I will definitely be using less next time, probably more like 40 something grams, I think, because this ended up being a lot of chips. So now we have to chill the dough for at least an hour, and this is just to make sure everything is combined and they don't fall apart. So I have mine in there actually for more like 3 or 4 hours because I made these earlier in the day. So fast forward, because of movie video magic, the dough has chilled and is ready to be baked. So this batch will make 12 really decent sized cookies, and you want to roll them into balls, and then you want to flatten them lightly. If you don't flatten them, they will just stay as balls. I learned that the hard way. Then you want to go ahead and bake that in a 300-degree oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. Now, don't do what I did and forget to set your timer. I completely forgot, and mine came out just a little bit too dark, and so they were a little bit hard, but another batch that I did was perfect in about 12, 13 minutes or so. But these are so tasty, you guys. So let me know if you try this recipe, but also let me know your favorite peanut butter recipe, because I do want to try out some other ones that maybe are a little bit simpler than this. So possibly my least favorite task is breaking down meat. But I'm on a budget, which means I have to buy bulk packages of meat. So these bulk chicken breasts that I buy, they're huge. I mean, huge. So I have to cut them down for a few different meal options I need for this week. So I need thin breasts for a dinner this week. I also need to poach some chicken for the buffalo chicken dip that I'll be making in this video later on. And I also need to cook some in my air fryer for the salads I will be having for lunch this week. So again, yes, you can buy already cooked chicken. You can buy chicken that is already cut into thin breasts. However, unless I find it on sale or on markdown, it's usually twice the price per pound than buying it in these bigger packages. So, we got to do what we got to do to stay on budget. So this is the option that I have for myself. I put the breasts The ones that I cut into thin portions, I went ahead and put those into the freezer so they'll be ready to go to pull out when I need them for dinner. And then I put some of the chicken into a pot of water to go ahead and poach for the buffalo dip. And these portions right here will be going into my air fryer that I will be using for my salad. So I'm seasoning them up with the everyday seasoning from Trader Joe's. This chicken will go into the air fryer at 400 degrees for 10 minutes. I usually flip it and maybe do 1 or 2 more minutes, just depending on the size of your chicken. You just have to check it. Now I have 2 air fryers, so in my other air fryer, I'm going to be cooking up a package of bacon, and then when that's done, I'll be cooking up a package of sausages. I like to have these as options for lunches, for breakfast, or for dinner when I have to work late and I just don't have time to make dinner. So, you know, this week I know there's one day I may be a little bit late, and so that way I know I have those as an option for dinner when I can't make, you know, what I had scheduled for dinner that night. So next up is cleaning some vegetables. So I'm going to be eating some vegetables with the buffalo chicken dip. So first up, I have some celery. I absolutely love celery, and I love having it ready to go in the refrigerator. It goes great with cream cheese, with nut butter, with guacamole. I think it's going to be amazing with this buffalo chicken dip. I cannot wait to try it. Another veggie I thought would go good with this is cucumber. So I'm cutting up a whole cucumber into spears. And the final veggie is zucchini. Now tell me, you guys, am I the only one that likes raw zucchini? Let me know down below in the comment section if you like raw zucchini. Most people look at me really funny when I'm eating it. I love to throw it in my salads or just have it to snack on. I love it. You guys, it's so good. So for my salads this week, I wanted to have something crunchier to go with my usual like spinach spring mix. So I picked up some green leaf lettuce and also some romaine. I'm going to go ahead and clean that up and chop it up until it's, you know, kind of in little bite-sized pieces. And I normally like to use glass containers for my leafy greens. It lasts so long and you don't have to worry about putting paper towels or anything in there. But I needed my one large one I have for something else this week. I need to definitely get another large glass container. So I find that when I layer the greens with paper towels, it really helps to keep it fresh all week when I have to use a plastic container. So there's a little tip for you guys. So I've been wanting to try out jalapeno poppers since I started keto, but I just found, I don't know, for some reason I thought it would be a lot more time consuming than it ended up being, so I just haven't had a chance to really make them. I never tried to make them. I thought after work it'd just be too much. But you guys, these end up being so easy, so I definitely will be making these much more often. So I'm simply cutting the jalapenos in half, removing all the insides, the seeds and all that. And then for the filling, I have 4 ounces of cream cheese, 3 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese, 3 slices of bacon that was already cooked and I just diced it up. And then I'm going to mix it up really well. It took a little bit to get it all incorporated, but so make sure you get it like mixed up and everything's all mixed together. And yep, guys, I know I use my hands a lot when I'm cooking, but honestly, I promise I wash my hands. First up, wash my hands. But honestly, I have 0 patience when I'm cooking. Actually, I have 0 patience with just about anything. So I don't have the patience to sit there and use a spoon and scoop it in there. Just made it so much easier with my hands. So now that all my jalapeno halves are stuffed, I'm going to put these into my air fryer at 370 degrees for 5 minutes. You guys, these were absolutely amazing. So y'all must make these right now. Like, make them. I swear you guys will thank me later. So for the buffalo dip, I needed some ranch dressing. So in my bowl, I'm adding in 1 cup of mayo, some of the homemade ranch seasoning mix that I try to make up at least, a couple times a month. I'll link the one I use down below. 1/4 cup of heavy cream, 1/4 cup of sour cream, some pepper, and some garlic powder. I would normally use a dash of cayenne pepper too. I like to have my ranch dressing just a little bit spicy, but since this is going into the buffalo dip, I thought I wouldn't need that extra spice. You want to give that a good stir and then pour it into whatever you're going to store it in. I just use a mason jar with a plastic lid. I'll be using 1 cup of this for the buffalo dip, and the rest I will use for salads as a dip or, whatever I need it for. So per usual, I'm making a batch of hard-boiled eggs. I don't eat these a whole lot, but my son eats one like every single day. But I also like to just have them in there so there's something I can just grab and go, or I can whip up a quick deviled egg for a side dish or just for a snack. So I always use my pressure cooker. I use the 5-5-5 method, 5 minutes on the steam setting, 5 minutes for natural release, and then at least 5 minutes in an ice bath. Honestly, they sit in there usually until I'm done with meal prepping and done cleaning up and all of that. Then I do my hard-boiled eggs last. So the last thing I need to prep is the buffalo chicken dip. I will have this for a lunch option this week or again for dinner if I need to. So in my pot here, I'm using my pressure cooker. I will be using the slow cooker setting. So I have the chicken in there that I poached earlier, some cream cheese, the ranch dressing, some shredded cheese, and the buffalo sauce. I will have the recipe linked down below so you have all the measurements. And then this will go in the slow cooker setting for 2 hours on high. Now, I don't use my pressure cooker that often for a slow cooker, so you see, I finally found out how to do all the manual settings and all that. Yeah, it's a problem for me. But this, you guys, I've never had this before, so I'm super excited to see how it comes out, and I was not disappointed. This looks so amazing, but it smells incredible. This, oh, you guys, this is another one you have to try, so check out the description box. So that completes today's meal prep. Please check the description box again for links to any recipes. And thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.